Hello. How is my community today? I'm just primping my best, sporting my best virus that must not be named. Look, this is called work from home walking. I can't wait to see who joins me tonight on our fun video. I just wanted to get out behind the screen today, check on you guys. Hey, Cassandra. I'm actually wanting to hear how y'all are doing. Tell me how you're doing. I'm getting by with lots of long walks. And, hey, Chris. What are you doing to keep things normal these days? Tell me in the comments. I'm logging on to my Facebook page here so I can see your comments. Videos. Onto my Facebook page here so I can see. Okay, let me turn this down. Okay, now I think I can see your comments. Hey, Chris. Cassandra is here. So anyway, how are y'all doing? What are you doing to keep things normal? While y'all are thinking about that, I'll tell you what I'm doing to keep things normal-ish. Well, I'll tell you what my routine is now. I don't know if y'all have kind of established your routine, but I think we're doing okay. Chris is working on cleaning and purging. Cassandra is doing okay. Crafting is keeping her sane, and she's watching live videos. That's great. My routine every day is to get up, go turn on my computer, which is in my office. I'm blessed to be able to work from home, so I enjoy working from home right now. It keeps me safe. So I go in, turn on my computer. It takes a long time to log in because it just takes a long time. Not worth going into, but it's a state. It has to go through multiple levels of security. And then while my computer's logging on, hey, Patience, I get some breakfast and do my job. So the cool thing is, as on my lunch break, like today, on my lunch break, I went upstairs and looked at what kind of paper I was low on. I was able to take an inventory of my paper supply. So I don't know about you, but I kind of get the shakes if I am low on a color. So I like to have one pack of every color all the time. So I checked on my paper supply, and then we used to eat really early around here, but I usually go on a long walk, like an hour, because that seems to keep me a little bit grounded. Hope rides her bicycle and I walk. And then dinner's like at 8. We used to eat at like 5:30 or 6 every night, but everything's just kind of shifted. So I'm curious to hear how your life has shifted. Ellen is here. Hi, Ellen. Crystal Muirhead says, remember the retreat I didn't get to come to because I was sick? Well, I'm unpacked now. So you unpacked from the retreat that you didn't get to come to. There's Susie. Hey, Susie. So we're talking about how our schedules and routines have changed. Hey, Nancy, since this virus. So I just had a lot of changes here. So like normally this Facebook Live, I've long since eaten, but like we just put the last dish in the dishwasher and I came upstairs. So it's very strange but different. But there's good things about it. I can tell you we're not in a hurry anymore. We're hardly ever in a hurry. So it's nice to not be in a hurry. I've not gotten this much exercise in many years. Patience has cleaned out every room and thinned out her clothes closet. That's good. So you tell me what good things you're doing, what things you're doing that are productive and seem to make you feel better. So two things that made me feel better are walking an hour a day and only allowing myself to look at the news for 5 minutes. I look at the Associated Press news because it's a little less dramatic, and that's it. That's all I can stand. Clark's just going to have to tell me if anything serious is going on because that's all my little brain can handle right now. So, anywho, that's where we are. I just wanted to check in with you guys and see what y'all are up to. I'm going to flip this joker around. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to go up and down because I didn't flip the camera. Did I not? I swear I did. Oh, I can't rotate it now that I've started. So we're going to have a vertical Facebook Live tonight. It's going to be all right. Okay, so I'm going to make something really pretty for you. Hey, Pamela Berry. Marilyn, Susie says she's cooking now, not eating out. Susie, for real. I mean, I like to cook, but oh my gosh, last night I was like, hey, FYI, everyone, I'm not cooking tomorrow night. So I just did not. And because I've never cooked this many nights in a row. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tired of my own cooking. Okay, this chair I'm sitting in is broken, so I don't want to injure myself. Let me get a different chair. All right. Oh, that chair fell. Not on me. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so we're not making this card. I just wanted to show you a card that I have made with this suite of products. This is called the Ornate Garden Suite of Products. So in case you didn't know, there is a brand new suite. And the cool thing about this suite is it is going to be in the upcoming annual catalog. So we are getting that. Before you know it, we're going to have the new catalog. And this suite of products is going to be in the new catalog. It's gorgeous. And let's see. You organized your papers into slots, labeled your punches. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Crystal. That's awesome. So this is available now to everyone. April 1st. That's today. No fooling. And everyone can order it now. It contains 2 bundles and some gorgeous products. So the first bundle is a cool stamp set with lots and lots of sentiments. It's called Ornate Thanks. Sorry. Oh, hey, Hannah. Yay. Hannah's one of our nurses that's working so hard. Let's clap for Hannah. Yay. Thank you, Hannah. Good night, Pamela. Catch the replay. All right, so Ornate Thanks stamp set. And it is thebomb.com. It's got all these really pretty edgelets, and we're going to use that more of those on another Facebook Live. That's one of the stamp sets. The stamp set we're going to focus more on tonight is called Ornate Style, and it's got some gorgeous things with it. And the dies that bundle with it are called, let me go over here and tell you. They're called Ornate Layers dies. Oh my gosh, there's so much to say about this. Hi, your internet is bad. You may have to watch later. It may not be your internet, it may be my internet, but it will be on a replay and you can watch it later. So, but we'll be sad because I wanted to talk to you. Anyway, you've got these cool dies that go with this stamp set, which is mostly what we're going to be using tonight. So you've got 2 bundles. The Ornate Thanks bundle is the words and the edgelets. The Ornate Style bundle is the Ornate Layers and the stamp set. So, and then the cool thing is we have this gorgeous ribbon. It comes in terracotta and old olive. And then these cute little gems, which I got out so I could show you. And I've covered them up somehow. Here they are. These gilded gems. Aren't they cute? And then we've got, you said Chris works 24 hours on, 48 hours off, so you bake on the day he's at work and cook 2 meals each day while he's off. Crystal used to bake all the time, but had gotten out of practice. Okay, so I'm sure he's happy that you're baking again. All right, so we've got this cool embossing folder that's floral. So use that another time. Anyway, lots of good things to say. So you can order this now, but the cool thing is you can use it all the way up into the new catalog. And the next thing I need to show you is all the pretty paper. So we have so many pretty patterns. We have this cute pattern with the daisies. We've got this pattern with the white daisies. This reminds me of Mary Englebright. I just think it's so cute. Another pattern that reminds me of Mary Englebright. Really, all of these remind me of Mary Englebright. And then more cute daisies. So that's all the really cute floral patterns that are in this paper. But if you flip it, then you've got a really cool monochromatic patterns. So these are really fun to play with and use in your projects. So lots of pretty stuff going on here tonight. Okay, so let's get started on our card. I would show it to you if I had made it yet, but I haven't made it yet. So this is one of those Facebook Lives where we're making it as we go. I'm getting my instructions out here over to the side just to make sure I don't do anything cray-cray. All right, so this is going to be fun. I think this technique is called paper piecing or something like that. So you're going to get to watch something really cool. And I actually have done this before, but not to this level. So you're going to need 5 different sheets of paper. Yes, there is a new in color called Bumblebee. Patience is right. So you're going to ink up this big floral stamp with your memento. And you're going to stamp a piece of cardstock that is Old Olive. You're going to do the same. Now when I have a big stamp like this, just a tip, I turn it over and I just ink up the actual stamp rather than trying to put the stamp in the ink. So you're going to do terracotta. I'm going to make a mark here so I'll know where my boundaries are. All right. Then you're going to get a piece of Blushing Bride. This is going to be really cool. And you're just going to need to get a beverage and settle in because it's going to be a fun, full Facebook Live. I just had to make this card. It just had to happen. I was just been mesmerized by it ever since I saw it. So I got the idea of this from a design by my friend Kylie Bertucci. She is from New Zealand or Australia, sorry. And I met her on the incentive trip, and I participated in what's called a mega tutorial bundle. So I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Old Olive, Blushing Bride, Terracotta Towel, So Saffron, and Mint Macaron. So these are the papers that you are going to use, cardstocks. So anywho, I created a tutorial for what we called a mega tutorial bundle. And I sent it out to my team tonight. That's one of the perks of being on my team. And it has 90 projects for you to see. So this is a takeoff of one of the projects that was in the tutorial. So, but I'm changing it up a little bit. I'm not making it exactly like she did. Okay, so you've cut all of your goodies here. Now, I'm going to cut this really fast, and y'all are just going to get to sit and love me. Yes, another yellow, and it's really pretty. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fussy cut around this situation here. And when I fussy cut, I like to kind of get it off the big sheet because the big sheet kind of drives me crazy. And then I've told y'all before, but in case it was your first time to hear it, you just get your paper, you let your paper move and keep your scissors in one direction, and you just whip around this joker. So you're going and going, and this is the part that's going to take the longest because we're just going to cut out little pieces of the other colors. So while I'm cutting, I want you guys to tell me what you had for dinner. I had leftover tacos, which I really enjoyed. I made some, so my cousin Mary's been kind of sick. I hope she doesn't have COVID, but I've been kind of helping her out a little bit, checking in with her. Made some cheese dip and fajitas the other night, and since we had the cheese dip left over, I made some tacos, and I enjoyed them quite a bit. I do love tacos. And when I say tacos, what I really mean is nachos, because that's what we had, was chips. I'm skipping over here. What else did y'all have for dinner? I want to know. Fried potatoes, chicken and rice. That sounds good. Patience, did you make that chicken and rice? I used to eat that. Is it like the kind with chicken mushroom soup? All right. Again, it's funny. Okay, so you've got your one cut. Now, on this piece, we're just going to cut out these two. Okay? So these two, first I'm going to rough cut around it just so I don't have to bite that huge piece of paper. So we're cutting out these two large flowers. Da-na-na-na-na. So what else did y'all have? Mushroom soup, leftover chicken and asparagus. Good. Oh, I almost cut right through that because I was talking. Dun, dun, dun. Is anyone watching anything good on Netflix? I am watching 30 Rock, and I've been watching it for a while. There are 7 seasons, and I'm on season 7, so I'm going to need something new to watch pretty soon. Now, I'll tell you, I don't like any violence. I don't like cursing, really. Like, I'm just this sweet, sweet little TV watcher. So don't talk to me about that kind of stuff. Okay. I'm over here trying to watch your comments on the iPad, but my iPad keeps timing out. 30 Rock is back in the day. I know, Patience, but I never saw it. I never saw it before. So it's all new to me. All right, and on this piece, we're going to cut out these 2 daisies. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. I know y'all are like, seriously, Kay? But it's going to be cool. Yes, 30 Rock. I've watched that. I have recently also watched The Office again. So I do watch that over and over. One of my favorite things I've ever watched is this show called Heartland. It's a very sweet, like, Canadian horse drama. I guess I like the Hallmarky type shows, like escape from reality type shows. And I don't much sit around and watch crafting videos. I don't know why. I think my mind would explode with ideas. I pretty much only look at those when I'm looking to do something. binged on Below Deck and Heartland. You said a Below Deck. I forgot about that one. It's like a reality show, something like that. Okay, now there's these little sections of these littles. So we're gonna pop those out in this Blushing Bride. So there's 3 sections of littles. So we're gonna flip that out. So I've also this week, my goal is to work 4 10-hour shifts. So I've been kind of working long days, but since I just roll out of bed literally and turn on my computer, then at least I have an extra, 45 minutes that, hey Sharon. Oh, you like Heartland too, Crystal? I do too. It's very sweet and wholesome. Cat fights. What is cat fights? Patience. Tell me about that. So while she's telling me about that, yes, I'm working long days, but they don't seem that, well, they do seem really long, honestly, because I'm just in my office, but that's why I have to take that walking break, because I have to get out of my house. My kids are being awesome. Ben has like the best attitude in the world about his senior year. Hope is doing awesome. Like they're just making me so proud. They don't fight. They're doing, as far as I know, they're doing their alternate method of instructions. All right, let me see what else there is to cut. Hi, Sharon. Okay, I think that's all that I'm cutting. All right, now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start piecing this together, okay? So let me clear out my, oh wait, there's one more. Oh, well, does that really matter? Nah, I'm gonna leave that as is. I'm not gonna do the mint one. Let's just see what it looks like. All right, so this one's gonna go here. And on these, I'm gonna use dimensionals. So, on this one, this is the terracotta tile piece. So it's gonna go on with dimensionals. But on the pink, the Blushing Bride pieces, oh my god, let me just center that. 30 Rock is on Amazon Prime. Yes, Crystal, it is. I have really enjoyed it. It's so funny. Tracy Jordan, he's so funny. Oh my gosh, it's bad. It's so funny. Okay, this is gonna go here. No, that's not it. Let's go this way. There we go. So this I'm putting down with blue dots, and then that gives it some dimension, which is cool. Anytime you can add dimension with paper, it just is fantastic. And then you have your little your little twin flowers here. And they go here. So there you go. Those are them. Now we're going to put on our daisies. Let's see. I think let's put one down and pop one up. So let's pop this one up. And then let's stick this one down. Ta-da! Wow, isn't that cool? It's like a 3D situation. And the thing is, if you don't like to fuss with coloring, then this is the project for you. However, I'm not coloring, I'm just gonna accent with some of my blends. So I pulled out the light lovely lipstick, the dark Calypso Coral, the dark soft suede, and the light old olive. Okay, I'm gonna start with dark soft suede. It's really about as close as we can get to early espresso, like a dark brown. The dark soft suede is very dark. So we're gonna use that to color in our floral centers for our daisies. And then we're going to use the lovely lipstick on the small end, and we are going to just put some little cute accents. You see where those lines are? The cool thing is that just kind of shows you where you're going to color. So I'm going to quickly just go in here, add in some coolness with my lovely lipstick. Isn't that cute? What do y'all think so far? Patience likes it. I'm so happy. I see your little happiness that you're popping on here. Oh, I left that one out. Susie likes it too, yay. Okay, so we added some accents with our lovely lipstick. And then the last one we're gonna add is just follow these lines. The cool thing about this stamp set is the lines on the stamp set kind of guide you where you can accent with your blending markers. So it's neat to use blends on cardstock, like not on white, like just to accent what you're doing. You can even put some darkness in that center. Doing that. What else? There. And then we're going to throw in some old olive here. Oh, I gotta go to the other end of this marker. I remember from last week, this one was a little pitiful. So we're just gonna kind of go in and fix up some of those, I guess you call them the leaf veins. Just kind of outline those. You don't have to get super fancy here. And anywhere where you see a stem, if you can pop in there without getting that other stuff, then that's cool. Cool? All right. How do you like that? I think it's gorgeous. Hey, Charlotte. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I just saw you on Facebook today. All right, Marvelous Miss Maisel is funny, but I just could not make, I tried, I really tried, Crystal, for a long time to watch that show, and I just couldn't get myself excited about it. I know, it's weird. It's pretty clean. Like, that didn't bother me as far as that goes, but I just couldn't get into it. Okay, now, so we've done our paper piecing and made, oh, I want to do one more thing. I want to color in that yellow with light daffodil. So let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I thought that yellow needed a little something. So just accent up that section with the daffodil. This makes me want to go and start planting flowers right now. I may have to order some seeds online because I'm not going to the flower store. Okay. So there's that. It's gorgeous. Now let's build our card. So I'm going to start with a piece of thick Whisper white cardstock. And this designer paper, of course, I initially went for this, but you can see how that would be a problem. Too much. So even though I love patterns, that's too much. So the cool thing about this is, which you've got so much going on here, you need to go monochromatic with your background. So you're going to flip that over and use this monochromatic piece. So that's how I came to the decision about which paper to use, is I needed a neutral-ish background. All right, so we're going to, I just cut this designer paper, it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. So I wanted it to be the whole part of the card. Also, the base is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5.5. Crystal, you have a niece who does stand up in NYC, and imagine her in the early 60s. Yes, for sure. That's neat that you have that connection. Okay, so I showed you these. All right, and we're going to reach for this guy. So this is the Ornate frame, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this out because we're going to need it later. Now, I want to give you a tip about using these dies. When I saw them, I was like, oh, those are gorgeous, but I don't want to fight all that detail. Like, I'm not one to sit and really fuss over something that's really detailed. But I'm telling you, it's not that hard if you use a shim. So, you've got your magnetic platform, and then you're going to put down your plate. Make sure I'm in the center here. Oh, I hope I don't run out of power. I don't think I will. I better start talking fast. Okay, so you're going to get your magnetic deal going here. And I've cut a piece of copper already somewhere, and I bet you I have covered it up, hidden it from myself. All right, I'll cut another piece. So I'll find it later. I'm sure I'll use it on another card. So here's a tip. When you're using foil paper and you're going to run it through the Big Shot, so if you run this whole set of paper through the Big Shot, like if you run a strip of it, then the other paper gets all wrinkly and yucky. So when I'm using foil paper with a die, I always just kind of rough cut around it like this. And I only send the portion of the paper that I'm going to run through the Big Shot. Oh, hey, Kathy. So there we go. Now, the other thing about this die that you have to know, it depends on your Big Shot, but on my Big Shot, I needed to use a shim. So a shim means that once you make your sandwich, so I've got my platform, my plate, my paper, my die, and my plate, then on top of the whole sandwich, you just put any old piece of cardstock. So I just grabbed this piece of cardstock from a scrap bin, and it just creates one extra layer of thickness that really cuts right through there. So I went through it once, and then I flip it through again. When I have a real detailed die, I usually run it through twice. And shake up your paper. Now, this should come out very easily. And I'll show you what tool you need to have. This is invaluable for this type of situation, and it is the Big Shot die brush. So you're going to get in here and just work your way out. Oh, I forgot. The pieces come out really easily on regular cardstock, but this foil cardstock has like a backing to it. And so you kind of have to give it a little extra. But like when I did just solid colors last night, these pieces like literally stayed on the Big Shot. Like I didn't have to poke them out. But yeah, just kind of get your brush, go back and forth till you get most of your pieces out. And then you can get your take your pick tool, which I don't have near me, and you just pop out all the rest of these little pieces. So I'm gonna just pop out the big ones for the sake of time. But you can see how this foil paper has like a film on it. If you can grab that film and pull it off, then a lot of these tiny little shreds and shards, can y'all see that? It's like your refrigerator that your grandma had that she never took the sticker off of. If you can grab a hold of that backing, then that stuff comes out really quickly. So that's my little trick to show you about the foil paper, is if you can get that backing off, then that stuff pops out. Look, done. Okay, so you need that Big Shot die brush when you're using these detailed dies. All right, so back to my card. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. By the way, that was copper foil paper. I'm not sure if I introduced it properly, but it's copper foil paper. I'm gonna use a lot of dimensionals here just to keep that looking swell. All right, so we're gonna pop that down. And that's going to be our frame for our gorgeous flowers that we created. Now I'm going to stick those down with glue dots because there's so much going on. I'm not sure we really need to pop that up with dimensionals. I think glue dots will suffice. But I'm going to put a few rounds of glue dots on there. All right. And then you can take your ornate, your gilded gems. Isn't that a wonderful name? And then I'm gonna pop 3 of these on here. So 1, 2. Oh my gosh, I can see that I put that down crooked and it's like so crooked that I can't even function. So let's pop that back up and replace. Oh my gosh, that was fun. Sorry guys, OCD Anonymous here. Okay, much better. Was that bothering anyone else or were y'all totally fine with that? Thank you, Patience. I appreciate that. And thank you for sharing, Kathy. Everybody share this video so everyone can see the prettiness that's going on. Now, I did use copper paper with the gold gems. And what's cool about these gems is they really kind of go with either copper or gold. So there's no need to worry about that. Now, I'm gonna go, we've got so much green going on here. I'm gonna use my terracotta tile ribbon and tie a pretty bow. This ribbon ties really nicely. Pop it on with a couple glue dots. Trying to see where I want to put it. I think I'm going to put it right there. Isn't that wonderful? It's just stunning. I love it. It makes me so happy. And I think I'm not going to put any kind of sentiment on it. I'm going to leave it as is. I rarely do that, but there's so much going on already that I'm just going to leave it blank so I can write whatever I want to in there. So let me remind you, let me tell you about a couple things. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. So we're also using the Ornate Garden bundle in Technique Club this weekend. So we are learning a new technique this weekend called Cracked Glass. So once a month, the first weekend of the month is reserved for Stamp Technique Club. And we learn a brand new technique every month. We've been doing it for now on the 3rd year, and we have not repeated a technique yet. So this month is Cracked Glass. Now, the cool thing about the Technique Club is you can be in the club and you can join, and you put in a minimum order each month, and once a year, or once you've ordered for 6 months, then in a year's time, then you get a $50 product bonus, which is awesome. So we're going to do this cracked glass technique this weekend, and I don't know, I'm just kind of mesmerized by it. I'm going to put it up close for you to see. Isn't that cool? We're also going to make this cute card. It's a neat kind of, I would say, for me, it's a fancy fold card. You can see we're using the Ornate Garden Suite. That's the theme. And then we're going to make this cute card with our Stamparatus. We're going to work our Stamparatus like a boss. So the reason I'm trying to keep my classes surrounding one stamp set right now because they are going to be virtual. Thank you, Cindy, Hannah. I'm keeping my classes surrounding one stamp set so that, or you know, a grouping. This particular one uses the flower stamp set and the word stamp set, but I'm keeping into one category, and I'm trying to limit the inks that we use because I know that you're at home, and so I want you to be able to order what you need for the club, but not to order 3 different stamp sets and 18 different pads and that kind of thing to complete your projects. So you'll see that we're going to focus on specific stamp sets each time, and of course at Technique Club this weekend we're going to focus on Ornate Garden. So you can sign up for this still, we have 5 extra packets that my mom cut today. So she is one of my workers that I pay. She's very efficient and quite good. And she cut all the packets today. I've dropped them. She picked them up this morning and dropped them off this afternoon. I was so excited. So, Crystal, it's time to rejoin. You don't have to worry about that, because what happens is if you come as a guest, then once you've ordered 6 times, then you're back in, okay? And then you get your freebies. But also, if you just come as a guest, then it's simply, you just need to put in a minimum order. So guests are always welcome. So come join us this weekend. We're going to have a Zoom at 10 a.m. on Friday, and we're going to have a Zoom at 6 p.m. on Saturday. We will have a replay after if you can't make either one of those, okay? So just message me and let me know. Okay, good, Crystal is in. Patience, yes, if you can, that would be awesome. I've got the packets. I'm going to put one more thing in there, and they're going to be ready for pickup in the morning, so I will text you when they're ready. Oh, the last thing I'm going to tell you about is my Ornate Garden mega tutorial, okay? So I was fortunate enough, like I said, to participate in a program with Kylie Bertucci where we made 90 people made tutorials, okay? So we have 90 ideas using the Ornate Thank stamp set. So the way you can get your hands on this tutorial is, number 1, if you're on my team, you get that for free. But number 2 is if you, and if you don't have a starter kit, you should get one. It's always a great deal, $125 for $99, no shipping. You can be on my team. It's the best. Or you can purchase something for $30 from me, and then I will send you a link to the tutorials. So it's free with a $20 purchase. So that's the story on my Ornate Garden tutorial bundle, mega tutorial bundle. So isn't that just so pretty? I'm going to sit here and look at this for a while. And I will take a picture of it in the light of day and post it tomorrow to Facebook or whenever I post it. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Crystal is in Cersei. I know. I'm going to mail yours to you, Crystal. So the people that are out of town, I will mail the packets to. If tomorrow is Thursday, it might get there by Saturday. I hope so. But I'm going to send out the PDFs ahead of time, so even if you have something similar, you could pop out your packet and play along with us. Okay, does anyone have any questions? Yes, I know. I'm so happy Susie's in the club. The winner I will draw right after this. We have a prize winner. So I will go and check this after we're done and do a random number generator. And actually, I'm going to announce the winner next week. I've been doing that. So stay tuned next week. We actually drew during the Facebook Live last week. So we don't have anyone as a winner this week. But next week, I will draw for tonight's winner. Does that make sense? So tune in again on Wednesday. You know what? It's COVID. I'm going to draw one tonight and next week. So just hang out on Facebook for a second, and I will announce a winner of tonight's prize, and then I'll draw again next week. Okay, guys. Thank you. I'll place my order tonight. You have your eye on the stamp set. Yay. Thanks, Patience. Are you running this Facebook Live through Google Chrome? No. Should I? All right. Bye.